Hello everyone, and welcome to Ready City Crit. I'm joined with our little Dragon Heist bunch. And let's start off with the furthest away of that banana bunch from me currently. Anyone has a ruler, or maybe a map?
It's not you, Vil, unless you move back to Brazil.
Oh, it's in okay. Actually,
Geographically.
real life. Okay.
I'm leaving it up to
See which is furthest away.
I thought you meant like on the screen. I was like, oh, what the fuck? You're like,
Wait, hold up. Literally oh, hold up.
It's you, mate.
Fuck you.
It's not me, because I
little
can do this.
magic hands.
I was literally putting out the rules. Like, okay, hold up. Sullivan and Esvilla are both in the sim distance. Hi, I'm Adam. I'll be playing Gabriella, or Resident Human Warlock, and slightly faulty moral compass of the party. And I'll pass the torch onward towards... Let's go with the true face and the prettiest face in town.
Obviously, that's me. I am Rob. I play Logan Margaster, the human paladin, and yeah, definitely pretty boy. All of his brains are in his face kind of guy. Speaking of people with no brains but still trying to use them, let's go to our rogue.
Hey, hi. My name is Yusort. I play Sullivan, your resident, most trustworthy rogue of the party. And I'm gonna go to the person to my left. Anyway, the last person left.
Hi, I'm George. I play Esvela Rosna, a human bard, and I will pass it back to our DM. I think we did actually go in distance order. No, not quite. I don't think so.
Walk him in the head.
I mean, I don't know how far London is versus whatever bit of the north Rob is from. Cause I forget.
I'm further west and further north than London, and you are northwest of London, so...
Yeah.
I feel like we're Northern Ireland, so we're probably...
Yeah, I think we did accidentally go in order of physical distance to me there, which is kind of creepy. I also like how everyone introduced themselves like, I'm our resident. It's like we all live here, like we're stuck. Please.
I'm not a I have not introduced myself as a I've not been here long enough to get residency.
Right.
You're just a temp.
I gotta live here for 5 years or marry someone.
You gotta get your D&D visa.
With the more pretty pieces.
Gotta know all the dragon colors and attacks.
That's
Alrighty.
not that hard.
So last time, a lot of stuff happened. We had to do 2 sessions back to back. You guys moved through Colat Towers some more. There was a big giant frog slab that attacked and did kill Esvele, who you managed to get resurrected after resurrection failed at the best efforts of Logan. You did manage to pull on some ties.
I don't know whether two nat ones is a best effort.
There was an attempt.
He tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you eventually got resurrected with some contacts of the Order Gauntlet for reduced rate for resurrection. And then you kind of like sorted the Blackstaff, sorted a few allies. Logan went to see his family a little bit. Sullivan went to the Yawning Portal to see about any contacts from the Zentrum from that side of things, if they could be any assistance. They were, having a little look around. Schemo, who Sabra had a suspicion that may have, be potentially betraying them, and was looking for evidence that he was working for the other side.
We were defeated by a beaded curtain.
You were defeated by a beaded curtain. You did get his journal, though.
The ultimate lock and key.
You did get Schemo's journal, and in it, the most, it did seem like he was trying to get into the towers. There was a little note there of like how the exterior barrier proved not an issue, but that he needed a teleportation ring to progress further. But you weren't sure quite what that meant. There's nothing specific or super helpful beyond that. These are notes of someone who knows what they're talking about, like cliff notes. They're not like notes of a scientist being made to be followed by someone else. They're not instructions or a recipe. You just arrived in the Yawning Portal. You're kind of greeted by that familiar warm smells of good food and, just a general nice atmosphere. And yeah, that's kind of where we kick off as you step inside.
I actually forgot why I came to see Agra.
We came here to talk with her about what we found about Schemo.
Oh yeah, we came to see if she could find a way of getting us in there, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll go over to Yagra, and then I'm assuming I would have asked for the book to be handed to me. And then I'll go, hey Yagra, may we have a quick sit and perhaps a quick drink?
Back awfully soon. Sure.
Don't worry, I won't take too much of your time. Do you remember that little hint you gave me about our friend Eskimo? We just happened to acquire a little something. It's not much, but you might make something out of it more than we can. And I found this little notebook. I just happened to have it dropped in my pocket on my way out. And then I show her the book. It's kind of sliding.
Just a little flick through, a quick skim. And Mars goes like, well, this is fairly damning.
I don't know if for someone that is working with the other Zentarim, for him to have notes like this of how to get in the Zentarim without, being allowed. For me, it doesn't look like he's working for them. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
what do you think?
Either means he's trying to make contact with them, which would be weird considering he's not told any of us about it. Or,
Exactly.
Just seems weird.
Exactly. If he was working for them, why would he have notes? I mean, Anyway, but it says something about a teleportation device or teleportation item. Do you know anything about that inside the tower?
Not gonna lie, mate, I don't really know much about Kolat Towers apart from whenever you told me that was where they're apparently making a hideout from. Not really my ball game, Wizard shit.
Do you know anyone we could perhaps get some information from about this? From your dark network of people?
Could look up maybe someone from one of the guilds, maybe it's like a Masons Guild or someone might have done blueprints of the floor originally, like the old grounds, or maybe in the approval, if they were doing any work, then they wouldn't need to get city approval for it, so that you could try to get the original floor plan. I don't know how much detail that would go into. Do floor plans normally have things like teleportation and stuff included in it? I don't know. I rent, so.
Do you know anyone inside this guild that perhaps you could, ask more in detail questions without being asked too many questions, if you know what I mean?
I know people in the guild, but they just
How
need
well do
bribe,
you know them?
not super well. They're not really. They don't often go around looking for
maybe perhaps someone that owns a favor to the Zentarim or something.
They normally collect our favors in gold. They're a bit more reliable than favors to call upon later on. Most people tend to skip town if they know that we're looking for them. Plus,
Okay,
we maybe don't want to rile up. If Schemo is working for them, maybe we want to keep our influence on the hush-hush,
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Okay, I guess that's a good way to start. Thank you, Aaron. That was much helpful.
I feel like I didn't do much apart from read a book, but sure. If that helped you, glad it...
Hey, it was more idea than we had, so for me, it's a win. Huh?
Righty.
So...
I'll pass this on to our mutual friend, and we'll see what happens. I suppose, continue to keep an eye on him if it helps you, or whatever.
Okay. That would be much helpful. Thank you.
Cool.
Also, the thinking maybe is to be an idea to scan this book for any maybe some magical ink or some magical interference in there. Maybe something that's hiding the writing in this book. I don't know. Just something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, I could try yelling at it and see if I can scare the magic away.
For some reason, I don't think that would work. But anyway, if you can think of anything else,
if I yell at a wizard, they run really fast.
I mean, if people walk around and see you screaming at the book, my friend, they'll think you're a little bit.
I could hit it. I could hit the book, kill the magic.
No, just let us know if you find anything else.
All right.
Okay, you can. I'll look at other guys. Can she keep the book? I don't think we need the book anymore. I think she can use the book more than we can.
I mean, if you wanted check for magical ink, perhaps we could take it somewhere.
Oh, okay. Maybe one of your acquaintances could help us with this. Okay, no worries. Okay, yeah, I'll keep holding this for the time being, and you know, if you ever
Alright,
need it,
but-
I might give it to you.
If you need it, I have ways of making things talk. You know. She like pulls out like a knife.
Oh, I'm sure. Also, do you want us to do anything with Schemo, or just leave him, settle?
Right now, he's not doing any harm, but I think Dabble's still looking into this. So once we know
Fair.
more, I mean, if he finds that that's missing, maybe he'll do something stupid. Who knows? Like give himself away.
Well, very well. Thank you again for your cooperation.
Good. I got a big phone call, guys. Sorry, 1 second.
What now, gents?
You mean gents and
Sorry, strike of habit.
I have no idea.
I was thinking we could maybe check the library for any hints on what the teleportation ring could be. But that's the only thing I could think of as of now.
Okay, Esvila, do you have any ideas that don't involve a library? Because if yes, then I'll go with that.
But I honestly can't think of anything.
Perhaps we could split up. If you don't want to read, and I know Sullivan isn't too keen on that as well, you two can go to perhaps either the Order of the Gauntlet or maybe the House of Gond.
I
If
love
I'm
that.
saying
I
that
love the
correctly.
idea of us splitting up.
Well,
I'd rather go to the library than spend time with Sullivan alone. One of us will end up dead, and then I'll have to explain myself.
I'm liking this idea more and more.
well, two people would go to the House of Gond and try and have the book examined for any magical inks. I think that's their specialty. And two people would go to the library and do some investigating there.
I mean, I could just do some of my magic
Oh,
to have a
well,
look.
feel free to.
Okay, let me get settled. Bring me a wine. A
Yeah, I
nice-
can get some as well. Do you want wine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Blue or red, Logan? So,
I'm sorry. What were the options?
blue or red, the Dragon Crush.
Is the blue stuff for peasants?
No, it's just a different taste.
I'll go with the red. Thank you.
Very well. Yes, Valley?
Blue all the way.
Yeah, I'll stay blue, and she'll just order up to 3 Dragon Crush wines.
You order up 3 Dragon Crush. That will be get my book of wonder here.
The old book.
For a glass, it's 2 silver pieces each. Or you can get a bottle for 8 silver.
You'll just get the bottle. Oh wait, hold up. There are two. She'll get 2 bottles. Fuck it. Alcoholics
Well,
Anonymous.
that was an easy upsell. It's like, what? It's cheaper to get 1 bottle? I'll get 2.
You see the familiar label bottle number 2 Red Dragon Crush. Has a real tantalizing flavor to it, and it has almost like a little bit of warmth to it. It's almost like a similar to like a not quite a full mulled wine, but definitely like some of that effect to it. And it says Wizards of Wines Winery, has like the vineyard across the bottom.
Alright, well, drink up, Logan, and let's see what you can unveil.
Oh yes. Thanks. And he'll have a little sip, and then no ritual, no nothing, just cast detect magic.
Bosh.
Well, that's
Cast detect
a
magic
cop-out.
in the yawning portal.
Not the
Fuck
worst
me,
idea.
I'm going blind.
Yep, there's a lot of magic.
There are lots of adventurers in here. That is definitely an immediate realization. Lots of magic items scattered around, but you're kind of focused in on the actual book itself, this journal.
Guy on the table next to us has magic underwear. Wonder what those do.
Underwear of holding.
Quick skim of the book, Logan, does reveal that it is emanating a illusion magic on a couple of pages.
Cool. He'll turn to the others with his kind of sort of ready orange eyes and go, yes. Yep. Magic. Illusion.
Well,
There you go.
do you happen to know how to dispel magic by chance?
He's gonna look down at the book and go, no.
Fair enough.
No. I'm afraid not. But give me. Oh fuck! I'm gonna need to go to the House of Gond
Yes.
with Sullivan.
The house of...
Is he having a shit? Is
I
Sullivan...
have no idea. Wait, where is Bonnie?
Sullivan's like leaned up against the bar. Bonnie's there, and you just hear like, "Bonnie, no, it's you really just. I feel like taking 5 minutes of your shift is not exactly the end of the world. I'm sure Durnan won't mind." And then you just hear, "Durnan minds." Oh, sorry, Durnan.
Oh, God.
Okay, so me and Sally go to the House of Gond.
Yes.
Where is that, by the way?
We've already been there. Do you remember where we fought the mechanical clockman on the roof?
Listen, I've I've been to a lot of places.
Fair enough.
Most of them, I couldn't remember the day after. So let's just pretend. I
You've
need
never been there.
direction.
Fair enough. Could Gabrielle do a check to describe the best way to get there, as she knows the city, presumably decently enough?
Your thing. Do you want me to give you a map, and you can
Oh yeah, I can find on
you
a
can
map.
just give
Sure.
them the directions yourself.
Oh
there's
wait,
a
yeah,
map.
we have a map of the city. Let's go. So, House of Wonders, where the fuck are you?
So I'll ping you the awning portal, and you can work your way up from there. And if
Ooh,
you
boy.
give the directions to Logan, similar to like an air traffic controller giving call-outs to like, you know, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 34 left, exit on the Bravo, that'd be great.
Heading 090 to stay at.
Oh wait, hold. Is it on? Do we have the thing on the map?
The House of Wonder is on the map, yes.
A black dot, I hope. Right?
It is
Where the fuck
a
is the
black
House of Wonder?
marker, that's correct.
Okay, the House of Healing, no. The Gentle Mermaid, no. Rosnar Villa, no. Alright.
What are we looking for?
He's looking for the House of Wonder.
House of Wonders.
Yeah,
I'm-
you can see it help us out.
That's the House of Justice, okay. That's a start. I guess I can't control F this thing, can't I? What the f-
The best bit is, he's looking for the House of Wonder, but that's not even the fucking, the thing that Gond is. The House,
Wait,
the House of Wonder is Mistra.
it's a... Oh, Baldur's Gate got me bad. Did he keep talking about the House of Wonders? Wait, what's the guns thing then? What, House of Creation?
It's also on there. They're both on there.
House of Inspired Hands.
That's Gond. Logan finds
And-
it before you on the map.
I also found that, but I don't know what I was looking for.
What can I say? I see Inspired Hands and it just draws me towards them.
Genuinely, where is it? I'm blind.
All the way up there in the
northwest, Nick.
seaboard.
Near
It's a
home.
little star near the coast.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And the House
Alright.
of Wonder, for what it references, there. In case you ever need to find it.
Almost.
Wait for it.
So, map directions. Fuck. So what you'll need to do is you need to take a cab to
And just tell him to take me to the level of God.
10 out of 10.
Okay, where do I get a cab from?
There are cabs literally outside the...
I have to get outside to get a
Yes.
cab. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, I can do that.
You go outside the cab, okay. You get a cab and you ask them to take you to the House of Inspired Hands. If you want to walk, you can ask them to take you to the Waterdeep Wazoo, and then you go down Delzorin Street straight to the House of Inspired Hands.
Ah, yes. Okay, so we get a cab, go up the wazoo, walk widdershins around the place, and then we get to the House of Inspired Hands.
Yes, you go from Delzorin Street, you cross the Street of the Singing Dolphin, and you go down Shark Street straight down to the House of Inspired Hands. It's this bit, rectangular building with a tower protruding from its right side.
You know, I may be Waterdavian, however, I've not done much walking around, especially in, those kinds of places. I'm just going to get a cab. Sully, get over here. We're going to the House of Gond to get some inspired hands to look at this magic book. Me and you, bestest buddies.
So basically, gonna go and get someone to give us a mystical hand. Okay.
No. Yes.
No, magical hand. Okay, I guess I'll tag along with you then.
Me and Asolo then we'll go to the library and check out whatever teleportation is. How about we meet up in... What time is it?
Right now, let me see. Let me do some quick mathematics. It's probably not super late in the day because you pop down to see Weird Bottle, or Schemo. So it's probably just, let's call it, a couple hours at lunchtime, like 2 o'clock-ish.
Alright, so how about we meet up in an hour or two? At the, hour and a half or 2 hours in the Familiar?
Also, sorry, do you think we should go to the Masons Guild as well and see if we can get some...
While you're at the show, I don't think checking out an illusionary book will take you that long, so you can double tag show.
Okay, so 2 hours, and then we're going to go to the House of Gond, and then the Masons Guild, and then...
No, that way around. You go to the House of Gond, the Masons Guild, and then you go to the Old Familiar.
Okay, I can do
within
that.
2 hours.
And then we just wait for everything to blow over.
Yeah.
And have a few pints.
Pick up Phil.
Pick up Phil the way.
We need an NPC called Phil Harnack quick.
Philip.
Yeah, did you do you start yelling Phil?
No. Sorry.
Philip!
We need to pick you up.
Oh, what's going on? An old man, sat at the bar, turns around. I'm Philip. Is the Green Reaper finally come for me?
I pick up my war pick.
Oh, I've
It's
waited
on.
for this moment for so long.
I don't want to dance, sir. I'm leaving. Goodbye. And he'll grab Sullivan, leave Phil with the ladies, and off we go.
And Gabriel will order him a few pints before she leaves.
I'll try to guide the old man away. As I do that, try to pickpocket him. Oh, don't worry, sir. He has to go this way here.
Okay.
Just go out.
Make a sleight of hand check to pickpocket the old man.
If this is the old monk from on the hill.
You reach into his pocket, you pull out the last of his copper, which is 2 copper. Oh, thank you, boy. Yes, indeed.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's a pleasure to help the elderly and the innocent.
I'm sure that Kelembo will not come for you soon.
It's okay. Don't worry. Just keep going. Okay, go. There's some ladies waiting for you there. No, go.
What? Ladies?
Yeah, ladies. Look, ladies. Hello. Look, right there. Look. Go, lady. Call you.
I think it's about time we get on our way. How about that?
Hello, ladies.
Farewell, Sullivan.
My name is Philip.
And they leave.
Leave
I've got the two
before
ladies,
they can
and I
cause
point to his
chaos.
belly. I point to his belly and Gabriella.
Oh. What
We're
are
making
your
a
names?
run for the door.
You remind me of my first wife. And then my
If you-
second wife.
If you ask him very politely, he'll order a few pints. He's very charitable, as you can see, and then she quickly makes her get away.
You bail, easy to avoid the old drunk man who's just sat at a bar waiting for the god of death to come take him away.
Helen Moore, you bastard. I need that on a shirt.
Kalembo, you bastard!
You're genuinely, that's like a mug material.
Take me away! Alright, so, who is doing what exactly?
Sullivan and Logan are getting in a cab, and we'll aim for the House of Inspired Hands.
Hmm.
No matter what campaign I'm in, I always end up stuck at the fucking library.
And yes, so then we have Esvele and Gabriella heading for a library.
Yes.
Sure.
The Ravens
Some
in the library.
research.
Where-
What one are you heading for? Any
Hmm?
any library in particular, or?
Would you, Gabriel, know of any libraries that are specified in magic? It's any wizard specific ones or university lecture halls.
Just make me an Arcana check if that's what you're looking for.
Sure. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Whopping Juan.
You've heard of libraries.
Libraries exist.
It's where the books go.
That's where the books live.
There are lots of places in Waterdeep that would, house many books. For sure, Castle Waterdeep would probably have quite an eclectic collection. A lot of the old temples as well would house some. Perhaps even, like if there's any, temples looking toward like gods of knowledge or anything like that. Or if
Preach.
nothing.
Could you do a religion check if she knows any gods of knowledge?
Religion checks, you know any gods of knowledge? Sure.
Because she ain't very religious, not in that way.
A 10? Well, lucky for you, it's only because you've seen it in your mind's eye. Like, fuck, there's definitely a god of knowledge, right? And it's because it's right next to the halls of justice. If you look at the map, you'll see the font of knowledge.
That's probably
Fucking
good
It's
to
been
know.
here the whole time. It is the temple to Ogma, and it's the largest public library in the city.
Well, I guess the public library is the best place to start. I doubt they will let us into Castle Waterdeep unannounced.
Probably a good shout.
One walk, or are we taking the cat? Oh, he's still pretty dead from, or still pretty tired from that whole of him being dead, right?
I can live.
I don't know, I think we're... Damn. I think we're pretty well off. I think if you want, we can afford a cat.
I would rather.
Let's go.
It's okay to make jokes about your own death. Is that still counted as morbid?
I don't know. But there are good jokes one way or another.
Alrighty, so let's do the ones who are delving into the temple, which we are familiar with. So Sullivan and Logan, your ride in the carriage is as eventful or as uneventful as you'd like to make it. But eventually you see, kind of like as you pull up in front of it, the font, the actual House of Inspired Hands, the large, tall columns at the front, the high-reaching roof with the little balcony where Nim was before. And the big, like, large, like, tower off to the side as well. It's a big, big place, and you've been in briefly before. Yeah, you could hop out your cab. It costs you a nice 2 silver, crossing 2 districts. Mark that down.
I'll pay for that.
And yeah, you see, like, the doors are there or open. The temple itself is a buzz right now. There's lots of people kind of coming and going. And yeah, you see there's like, through the doors, there's these big marble pedestals, and each one bears like a big invention, or like a miniature model of some kind of creation, which you've kind of had a little quick look over before. But if you want to delve into any of them, just let me know if you want to get close to any of them and have a look at the displays, or whatever it is you'd like to do.
Yeah, let's have a look at the displays.
Sure. Do you want to go down the left-hand side or the right-hand side?
The right-hand side.
Sure. So on the right-hand side, 3 models and like displays going to stand out to you. The first one is a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle. It has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads "Big Belchy, sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonders, 1363 DR." The next one is it's a Waking Helmet is the label, and it is a metal helmet that like sits on the head of whoever's wearing it, and on its temples it has like little mechanical arms out the side, which appear to be like just doing little slap motions into where the face would be if someone was wearing it, just hitting the mannequin underneath, and where the mannequin's cheeks are that continue to impact, it's just being worn away to like, you know, you can see like the fabric kind of coming through, or the straw poking through from the mannequin.
Torch
So.
devices. What the fuck is this?
Keeps you awake.
It's a waking helmet.
Yeah, keeps you awake. And the one that the last one that really stands out to you, and you're not quite sure why it's onto Logan, but you see it is a little metal model of what looks like a manta ray, and then you see the brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads the Scarlet Marpanoth, Lantanese submarine launched in 1489 DR, and it's a scale replica of the Siem submarine that unfortunately met its demise, like Big Belchy, sank in Deepwater Harbor.
Imploded.
Hey, Sally.
What is this? What is it? What?
Remember this?
Oh, that looks. Oh, is it that? Oh, that's that.
The thing that unballooned itself underwater. Yes.
Oh, that's. I guess it was a pretty popular one, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
the unfortunate thing is you can't fit many billionaires in this. So.
No, I can't fit even a half a billionaire in that one.
I mean, you could if you ground them up enough.
I mean, I guess if you're going to implode, then it's going to be a very small little piece, so can probably fit in there.
As you're
Let's
kind
try
of,
it
like,
in a bit.
as you're kind of inspecting the little model, you see approaching you someone you recognize, if those of you were here before. It's Valletta. She's like a dragonborn priest of Gone. She's got like bronze dragon ancestry, wears like a quite like a neat looking set of robes with like Gone's symbol hanging below. And she kind of comes over and it's like, oh, having a little browse at the display. Interested in underwater vessels, are we?
Less so nowadays. Just, observing what's around me. There's beauty everywhere, if you know where to
Let's
look.
say you just caused an implosion of emotions every time you see what it is.
A strange point of collection. Would you like to hear any fun facts about the Marpanoff? I had the pleasure of seeing one of the Lanthony submarines myself once.
Absolutely. Hit me with them.
Sure, they're fairly quick little devices. They can actually go at about 2 miles per hour underwater, which is very, very swift for something of its size. Generally can hold about 10 passengers, and is made of a very strong alloy of metal across the outer hull to allow it to withstand the pressure of being so deep. They are worth new about 15,000 gold if you wish to purchase any from.
What?
What?
Yes, they're very
that's
marvels of creation. Yes.
How about just this the leftovers of this vessel? How much would that be worth? Maybe like
There has
scraps.
been a few that have been scrapped in the time. The older models. Normally, the raw material worth is all that's left. You'd be looking at a few hundred, maybe 1,000 gold if you're lucky.
Maybe look at Logan. So perhaps you should go for swimming
Or,
at some point.
this is all hypothetical stuff. Remember, Sullivan? We don't actually
oh,
know anything about
no,
these.
No, never what is. No, never.
But, that said, you mentioned that the hull is very strong. Like, do these things ever sink or go what's pop backwards? Pop. Do they ever go pop?
They have not the one I'd seen. I'm sure under those amounts of pressure, we have had other submersible vessels that would succumb to pressure. But the beauty of these is the way they're designed, and unless they've taken any damage to the exterior, unless it's been completely overwhelming, normally it'll be fine. I imagine maybe coming at it from the inside might weaken it. Maybe it's designed to withstand damage from the outwards, not within, I suppose.
Let's say supposedly one of these vessels they sink. Do you have some kind of equipment that can help retrieve the wreckage, or?
Bro, we literally know someone with a big, bottom of the bay scoop machine. I think that's the technical term.
I was going to say I don't know anyone personally. I don't go fishing for destroyed creations. I just like to appreciate the ones that are made, and the models here. This model I made myself based on one that I'd seen.
How big are these models, by the way? Are they like?
Oh, this one's not big. It's like a miniature model, so it's like think like
Is that like a shoebox, more or less, or no?
a little bit, probably a bit smaller. It's kind of like, is it Chessex, like the brand of like who do like the little like plastic models, like you glue together or paint them? It's kind of like that kind of style. Like it's a
Okay. Okay. Well, those are fun facts, indeed. Lots to think on that make you look at
Airfix
something like
model I'm
this
thinking of.
in a totally different way. Isn't that right, Sullivan? Damage from the inside, I'll bet.
100%.
Anyway, I should probably explain why we're here. I have a book. Try not to make a habit of it, but I have a book, and it has some illusion magic contained within or within its pages.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this because, magic, I was wondering if you could help us out by showing or finding out what's on these pages. Maybe if you could see invisible writing, or dispel the magic that's covering up the pages, or just, from your own extensive knowledge. Maybe.
I could have a little look. I'm not sure. Did either of you actually come to the were you all here before? Were we like you two?
I can't remember.
No.
I think
I think
we
you
were
all
fighting
together.
Yeah, we were fighting the Nimblewright.
Certainly. By the way, did you ever find that Nimblewright you were looking for? If I remember rightly, it is you, isn't it?
Yes, that's us. Yes. Let me just think. Character, I can't fucking remember what happened with that. Did we?
Yeah.
Did we beat the shit out of it?
It attacked us or something.
Is that the one where we got the urgent call for help and there was?
I think the Nimblewright we were looking for, we saw in the manor of the Growlhund Manor. When we...
Wasn't that when Esvili before Esvili was
you
Esvili?
killed it on the yeah, before Esvili was Esvili, she was there, and you killed it on the balcony, I believe.
That was it. It's like, yes, it unfortunately went rogue, as in a bad thing. Looks at Sullivan, the rogue. Yes,
Oh, good.
people had to defend it. Defend with their lives. Something. It's now scrap.
Well, I can probably have a little look at dispelling the magic in this book. But we were also moved off quite quickly before we could fully discuss it. But we had discussed a reward if you could deal with that thing as well.
Absolutely, yes.
So I can get the 500 gold for you as well for that reward. That's not a problem.
Oh.
And also, you can take a pick of a couple of my non-magical inventions that I've been working on if you'd like. Only one of these as well. Unless you want to trade in the 500 gold, I could let you buy. You could buy another one.
Okay.
So I have this here, and she points to another one of these. Like, they're not like the big on display ones; they're more like working models and stuff like that, and like working pieces. She's like, these are adjustable stilts. They take a little bit of time to put on and remove, but they can increase your height by anywhere from 2 to 5 foot, and they collapse down to 1 foot long when fully collapsed. There is a metal cube here. I call this one the barking box. It's a 6-inch on the side metal cube, a little crank on top, and she cranks it up for about 6 seconds, and then puts it down, dashes a step away from it, and she flicks a coin next to it, and then it starts barking, like in the direction, like something like a dog's bark. Because so it will last about 8 hours, like an alarm system. There is this one, and she points to a little smoking pipe on a stand, which has a little like effectively like lighter style flint like switch, so it allows itself to light itself. And she's like, it doesn't need any matches to light; it just allows you to light itself. And she goes, "Oh, this last one, my personal favorite." And you see there is a mannequin wearing what looks like a backpack, and she turns it round and unzips it, and you see just loads of fabric fall out of it, attached by big ropes. And she goes like, "This one is a backpack parachute. If you're falling, you can, if you have time, you can pop it open, and it should allow you to land safely if you've done it enough distance."
And what is the enough distance to use this parachute?
You would need at least a bit of open space around you, at least 10 foot for it to fully deploy out, and then you need to be falling for about 60 foot for it to catch the right amount of air to slow you from a terminal velocity.
And the pipe that doesn't need matches, does it do anything else? Or does it just not need?
It doesn't need matches to light.
Right.
You can put your tobacco in, ignite it, and then it'll catch.
Can you use it to set other things on fire?
I suppose you could. It produces a spark, much like a flint and steel would, but it's compacted, into the bowl.
I don't know. That backpack there seems pretty useful, Logan. What do you think?
No. I want the barking box. My mama once had one of these. It wasn't a box. It was a little animal. And it used to bark for like 8 hours. You didn't even need to wind it up either. You just needed to feed it like 10 times a day.
You're talking about the real dog.
That's the word. Yes. Yes. she had dog, and it made a lot of noise and a lot of mess. This one looks like no mess, so even better.
I'm just thinking in case, just let's say if, hypothetically, if we were gonna go to a very tall tower and you had to jump off the tower, that backpack would be helpful. I'm just saying.
Oh no, absolutely, it'd be incredibly good for one person.
Yeah, of course. I'm talking about me. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I know you're talking about you. When are you not? But no, I want the. I'll have the barking box. We'll have the barking box, please.
Okay, we have the barking box, I guess.
Yeah, and she gets it for you. You see there is a switch on the side, one of a small, and there's like one icon of a little tiny dog and one icon of a much bigger dog, which seems to change the the sound emitted. And yeah, it while if you want to make a note of it here, it's a non-magical item. It's a mechanical metal cube, 6 inches on the side, crank on top. As an action, you can wind the crank, which activates the box for 8 hours. And while it's active, if the box detects vibrations within 15 foot of it, as long as the box and the source of the vibrations are in contact with the same ground or substance, so they have to be on the floor, or if something's on the wall and the box and the floor is connected, can't detect something flying over it. It emits emits barking. For as long as vibrations are present.
I'll put that in my inventory. Barking box. I'll remember that.
If you want even to note down, it's on page 47, then I can quick reference back to it if you need.
Cool.
But it's very simple. If you would like to buy any of the other items, she tells you they're all 250 gold each. Could potentially buy up to 2 more with the rewards she's just given you, or more if you have money.
I think I'll just keep the coin.
Yes, we'll take the coin. Thank you, though.
Not worry. I have dispelled magic on that book, by the way, and she hands it back to you.
Oh, thank you kindly. And we'll open up the book straight away.
Yep. You flick through to the pages where before, and as you kind of flick through them, the dispel magic is still taking hold. You almost see it like it's as if someone's dragging an eraser across the lines of paper. Or the actual lines of script as you open the page and it sees the air for the first time. It's like it's being stripped away. And what the effect is, it is literally as if someone has written in pen and then written in pencil over the top of it and turned the letters into new letters. So as the eraser kind of washes over it, you're seeing the true words revealed below them. And yes, so below, the true text, if you wish to read it here, you can, or you can take it away if you...
We'll read it now. We're too curious that way.
Yeah, I'll be fucking read it now.
Alright. A little read. So...
Okay, what a guess that was. Fucking knew there was something magical about a book. Cheeky.
you see the most recent entry is probably the one that catches your eye the most, and it's so far things going to plan. All potions being converted to poisons to maximize inhibition of the Doom Raiders. Once weakest, I am to meet at Kolat Tars to advise to purge the remaining members.
Oh my god.
And then at the bottom it says, like, the money I will make from this job will be more than Davil could even imagine.
I imagine that despite our differences, Logan and Sullivan both probably taking the time to read through this.
Yeah.
Magic and stuff. We'll probably just look at each other like...
That is like...
So,
friend,
I think we need to go have a little wordy word with someone.
Yes.
This is some piping hot tea, my friend.
And yeah, and it
I
doesn't
do-
stop there. The more you turn back, it's like this has been going on for days, weeks, months. And it's like,
Fuck! Oh my god. Oh. Okay, we need to share this to the group and then discuss what next move is going to be.
Can open worms. Listen, if he's turning potions into poisons, like, don't we have some of those?
Yes, but we didn't.
No, I bought some potions. I can't even fucking remember what they were.
I mean, what we could do, we could perhaps get some kind of cleric that have detect poison, and then be able to tell if the potions got poison in them.
Logan will be like, I know that one, and then he'll kind of like go, shit, no, need to sleep on that one. No.
I mean, you got your wavy thing with your hands. Can you you got your divine powers and stuff? No.
I mean, I could if I wanted to, because I'm very holy where it counts. But no, I'm no. Much like I had to wait to save your life. You know, I had to sleep on it.
Okay.
Sleeping, yes. What a revolutionary concept.
Perhaps we could just go to a temple, and I'm sure a cleric would be able to assist us. No.
I mean, sure, if you want to do it that way.
I mean, it's not like we need a poison. I mean, or can wait until the next morning, and then you can use your gracious power to help us again.
I think that one. Although for now, let's go see the Masons at the guild.
Yeah,
and then go back to the old familiar and tell the ladies what we found, because they're going to be so proud of us.
Oh, my friend, yes. See,
We
my
worked
dear,
so hard for this.
I look at that book, I was like, there's something fishy about that book there. And I'm very proud of that idea. Anyway, let's go.
Also,
Good.
I assume the 500 gold we're just gonna split between the two of us, right?
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure that those two have forgotten.
I like that idea very much, my friend.
Okay, super.
I like you now. Oh, my friend, I think me and you got a little bit of things in common here. I like that.
You'd be surprised, my friend. Okay, right. Let's go back to the Masons Guild.
Ah.
Do you know where that is?
I
Alley.
think
Which alley?
I mean, alley, as in, is language for let's go. Alley. Say that in Manibar. Alley. No? Anyway, don't worry.
Is that Dwarvish or something?
Don't worry. It's a dialect from the section.
A dialect saying a completely different word.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. It is.
That sounds about right. Okay. Vamonos, and we'll head out.
We'll
head out, get a cab and be like, the Masons Guild, please, sir or madam, or neither.
The Masons Guild? Sure, alright. And they'll begin ferrying you in that direction.
Everybody's got a fucking dialect nowadays. It's fine.
So you're going to the Masters Guild, okay? It's more like an accent. Yeah, so we go there, la 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 la.
I'm too white to do those kind of accents. Sorry.
Or not wide enough for some of them. Alrighty. Meanwhile, heading to the Font of Knowledge, Gabriella and Esvele, the sisters. Kind of like head in a similar direction, you know, that you're familiar with. And you kind of branch off behind where the Halls of Justice are. And yeah, you see kind of coming in the light. The Font of Knowledge is this quite grand looking building, and it does like it looks more like a library than a temple from the outside. It does have the symbol of Ogma on the on the front, which kind of like hangs over it. Just like a big like blank scroll, and then like written just below that it says the Font of Knowledge. And yeah, it's got this like lots of like books in the windows and big like tall, strong looking wooden doors. And you see they are open to come and go as you please. It's a public library.
Let's go. Let's research.
Well, the last time I remember being here was when I was borrowing books on goddamn etiquette or whatever.
Well, hopefully this won't be such a waste of time.
Well, let's only hope so.
Not to insult your etiquette, of course.
No, of course. But, yeah, those books were a pain. Do you know if they have a 45-degree angle when you pour tea in high society? Like, exactly.
What's even the purpose for something like that?
I have no idea. It's like when, a servant greets his master, his feet are supposed to be 50 degrees separated with the, tips. Yeah, I don't know.
I think they just
Anyhow.
invent so many rules for us to learn so we don't think of anything clever.
Probably. Alright, let's go to more cheerful topics. Any idea where the arcane section could be?
Step inside, tall, towering bookshelves kind of like flank you in this almost maze of a library before you. And you see there's a good few people here, and a few going around, people who wear like holy symbols of Ogma. Like those the blank scrolls again, and you see one human woman kind of like at the desk, like looks up, clocks you come in, and it goes like,
Yeah, Gabriella nods. Well, how about we have a look around and rendezvous in an hour, 45 minutes, see what we find?
Sure. Remember to be quiet.
Yes, you're good at that.
so you split up?
Yeah, we'll split up.
Sure, make me investigation checks, please.
Yay. I can add a d4 to that.
That's a nat 20, but then I have a -3 to everything because I died, so it's still a 20.
Flat 20, but it's a nat 20.
It's a flat nat 20.
Gabriella, what are you both looking for? It's probably a good place to ask.
Well, she's trying to investigate what the teleportation ring is.
Yeah.
And if there's any, anything similar that can replicate it, or it has to be a specific item.
Gabriella, searching through books takes you a lot of time. You're here for a good 4 or 5 hours. You go through arcane sections, looking at magic items.
We
Looking
were
at
meant to meet after an hour. She's lost in here.
Okay, no, let's say after an hour you meet up, you've not fucking turned up much. You keep looking, but it'll take Gabrielle a long time to pull up this information. She finds information on on an item called the Helm of Teleportation, which is a helmet that lets you cast a teleport spell. There are also items of lesser teleportation, like the Cape of the Mountain Bank, which allows you to cast Dimension Door, and things like that. But they're quite rare items. They're not commonly found. But you're aware of their existence after like this good bit of searching. Esvele, the first hour of your search, kind of like you find a lot about various things like that, and kind of point Gabrielle in the right direction. And then as you're kind of going down one of these actual like corridors, which are like lined with books, you see at the end of it there is this fucking ancient human man, and he's like just like knelt in the middle of where like 5 like corridors of bookshelves meet, basically, and you see in front of him there's this huge book, unfathomable. It must be tens of thousands of pages big. It goes from floor all the way up to his waist, then back down to the floor, and it's like open in the middle.
That's not practical at all.
It's not.
You could have just split that into many smaller
The
books.
per spine of the book looks like it's been like broken and snapped and all, like just it's not practical.
That's just broken leather at this
It
point.
probably takes up about an entire shelf on the fucking bookshelf, and it's huge.
Love that.
You kind of see him there, and he's just like knelt, like you see he's reading a page and like stops and like ponders it for a while as you're kind of like searching along.
Quite the tomb, that.
What is that, my dear? What are you saying to me?
I said it's quite the tomb.
You must speak up louder, dear. My hearing went about 100 years ago. That was when I should have died. The hearing died, you know.
Can I say that's quite a tomb, through the message cantrip, just directly into his fucking head?
Yeah. Oh, you don't need to shout, dear! Oh, 'twas like 'twas in me mind there for a while, much like the god himself. Forgive me, you do not look like a follower of the Celtic pantheon, darling. What brings you here? Knowledge, I imagine?
Yes, just a little research. Trying to find out about invisibility. Invisibility? Nope. Fuck that. Teleportation ring.
Invisibility cloak. I know many rings of teleport. I also know much about those. Don't worry. Yeah, rings of teleporting. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Going back here.
Having a stroke.
Regroup. It's like, I found nothing and I gave an old man a stroke. Let's leave.
You know what is quite funny, dear, is people in this city are quite big on. Have you ever heard of copyright infringement and trademarking?
Rings a bell, yes.
Yes. There was a great wizard by the name of Hasbro, and he loved copywriting and trademarking items, you see. Started a real trend of it. But a teleporter ring, now that does ring a bell, but the one that I'm thinking of does have a TM stamped on the end of it. Indeed, yes. It was done by a wizard called Durlock. Many years ago now. Would be some time, I'd say. Only a couple, I believe, were made, to my knowledge. But if I'm correct, they served as some way for him to reach a little pocket dimension of his, to allow his little nobodies in and out. Showed me it once, down in his tower on the south side of town.
What did it look like?
The tower? Much like a tower you'd expect, dear. Tall, conical top, like you would hear in the fairy tales. Had a large, invisible dome around it, which killed many fauna.
Yeah, guarded at the top by a giant frog monster.
Don't recall any frog monsters, no.
What did the ring look like?
The ring was small. Brass. Had the initial... No, M, I think, was written on them. The amulets that he also had, they had initials. What were the initials on the amulet? Sorry, dear, this was several years back now. When I say several years, I mean good 150, maybe more. I'm getting a D. Oh, no, that's just a good memory. No, it was a D, and then a K to follow it.
Thank you. This has been most enlightening.
You're welcome. Very trusting, you know. I could just be some crazed old man lost in a library reading a very long book.
Don't worry, I spend most of my life around crazy people.
They're the best kind.
You say so. She'll try to regroup.
Yes.
Before you go, ever the main librarian tells you off on the way out for speaking loudly to me. Tell her that Savant Andrew the Wise permitted it.
Alright.
And then she will likely shush you some more. Good day. He goes back to his book. I have lost my place. I will now have to begin from the beginning. And you hear, "Doom," as the book closes shut and then reopens again. And yeah, you head back out and you eventually link up you find your sister there with like a book with like several sketches of like helmets next to her and
Well, not really a ring, but it does teleport people.
I think I found out a lot,
Oh, wonderful.
but I think we should discuss it outside the library, lest we be shushed.
That is a good idea. You know, it's quite kind of nice with not having Sullivan and Logan arguing in the background half the time. Just quiet.
500 piece of gold, Richard.
You say that like you don't choose to stay around them.
Well, they are useful and they saved my life and yours more than once.
They also let me die on the ground.
I know, but they did try to. Well, Logan and I tried to get you back as soon as possible, but
I'll say what I've said before, just be careful who you put your trust in.
well, in you most, of course. And yeah, she started. I'll just quickly put the books away and we can be on our way.
back. Yeah, a librarian comes and introduces you two for speaking too much and too loudly. And you are, eventually back out in the streets of Waterdeep. Is there anything else you in particular like to do with this? Are you just going to go back to the old familiar, or?
Yeah, I will relay what I learnt from Savant Sandrew.
Yep.
Pocket dimension.
Can't believe you didn't insight the fucking guy once.
Nope. I just trust that man.
Just took that at face value.
He was a crazy old man. Of course you trust him.
Good.
What reason
so
would
much
he
effort
have to
into
lie to
character.
me?
Pocket dimension. Well, that is concerning.
A brass ring engraved with the letter M.
How do we get into pocket dimension? Well, yeah, we need a ring.
Yeah. Or I guess we could just start a plane shifting at random and hope we pop in.
Gabriella, with your passive perception and basic memory, you would remember the woman who you threatened on the way out, who was like leading that group of thugs at the entryway. She wore a brass ring. You can't remember if it had the letter M on it though, but you definitely remember she had a ring, and you were like, like a wedding ring, but it was in the wrong finger, and it was probably brass, not gold, based on its coloration.
Now that you mention it, one of the henchmen, one of the I don't know, viceroys or captains of the merry group that we encountered had a brass ring. I thought it was a wedding ring, but it was on the wrong finger.
Well, it could just be a cheap ring, but considering where we were,
We were.
definitely
It's better
a...
than nothing. So, we basically need to get her as well to get into the pocket. Well, that is a hassle and a half. I guess, although to be fair, if we just get ourselves teleported all the way up, and we have something akin to the Featherfall spell, we can just skip all the hassle of getting down and just jump.
Yeah.
So
And then
this
we only have to contend with...
an ancient wizard, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
just
it's
figured
not-
it was worth reminding.
To be honest, at this point, it's one of the less not so crazy things that I've encountered in Waterdeep in the past 2 weeks or so.
The city certainly has its secrets.
Too many. Well, we want to go back or head somewhere else still?
We should probably go back.
So, carriage then, I guess.
Alright, so heading out back towards the familiar. It'll cost you another silver piece to get back home. Meanwhile, being transported to the guilds. Stonecutters, masons, potters, and tile makers
Time.
are our boys. Check if you know anyone from the guild or not. Who did your tavern up first?
Yaga didn't give us any names, did she, as well?
So
anyone
she
to
did. She
contact-
said she knew
Actually-
people. They would just need bribed.
Mm.
But you never actually asked her specific people. Even if you find yourself outside this big, like, quite, like, well put together building, beautiful finery and brickwork, like you see where most buildings are, you know, squared edged and, you know, that kind of thing. This has a lot of bricks that form like lovely curved arches, and it's all immaculately put together. Even the actual like cement that holds it together is being perfectly cut and well presented in a very fine manner. There's a little few small stone steps leading up to the door, which is wooden, despite the rest of the architecture.
Oh, this is quite impressive, I have to say. I wonder how long it took them to build this place. Look at this.
I mean, probably twice as long as they quoted knowing these lot. You know, it's fine.
Okay, let's go inside and find someone. And I'll go inside.
Yep.
Step inside.
Guess we'll go possibly to the reception or whatever the reception area looks like.
Yeah, it is kind of like a little small lobby. I mean, to a degree. You see that there is a like elderly woman behind the desk who looks a little bit too old to still be working here. She's got like half moon glasses balanced on the edge of her nose. When you come in, she like looks up and was like, "Hello there, dears. Have you got an appointment today?"
No, but I'm Logan Margaster of House Margaster. You've probably heard of me.
Indeed, House. We recently finished the work on your new chimney on the estate. How is your mother?
She's fine.
Yeah, fine. Yeah,
It's absolutely fine.
yeah.
I
Wait,
saw her
how-
last night. She's good.
Good.
Okay, well, good luck to you. You didn't know where she's been. Yes, we're here on a professional inquiry. We're doing some research into some of the oldest, most prestigious buildings in this Waterdavian wonder we call home. And one particular piece of architecture that struck us as quite magnificent, not quite as magnificent as, you know, this place, is Colat Towers on the other side of town. I was wondering if we could go back and maybe look at some original documentation of the build, you know? Maybe some, like, original provenance or blueprints or green prints. Any color prints that you've got someday, yeah, you know, maybe something? Who do we need to talk to?
Anything information of the floors, the tiles, walls.
Yeah, it's for history research thing. Project.
You probably would like to talk to Master Skordar, who runs the guild. He would be the one for the archives. They're not public.
Archives. Yes, of course. Yes. Do we need to arrange an appointment, or would he be free for somebody of our stature and business?
Traditionally, we'd have to make an appointment, but I could see about if he'd be free earlier, based on your stature and the recent work taken by your family. Give me just wait here a moment. And she gets up and like, makes her way around to the side of the desk, closes a little half door behind her, leans over and like does a little bolt lock across it as if that's gonna fucking stop anyone, and like goes off around the corner and like down the hallway, and you see her go into the first room on the left.
Is there like a little book? Something at the front that has people's appointments and names. Like a little book, like list
Behind
of...
the desk, yeah, there's like a little ledger, like dates, and it's like a date, like by day ledger with times on it, and you see this variety of names and that.
Okay, is there any way you can get on the names in there and just forge a signature that says that just take someone else's name and just turn it to Margaster or something?
We've already. I'll probably see Sullivan just kind of like giving the book a little poke and already know what he's on about. Like, we've already said we don't have an appointment. Like,
But maybe you can just say you've forgotten. Your name is right here, huh? Just saying.
Little sus. It's just a little sus,
I mean,
especially when.
That one was about to die anyway. It's not like she'll notice. You know, there's 100 names in here.
Listen, you don't need to be old to be about to die, so shut the fuck up.
I mean, I almost died twice, so.
That's almost my point. Or
All I'm saying is a good little backup plan in case all fails.
Or I just talk my way in.
You poke your way into her? That's a good one. It might work. Never know. I like the way you're thinking there, my friend. You're gonna poke your way into her. Nice.
I think we need to have a little chat about boundaries, Sally, on the cab back home. There's been a couple of little tasteless jokes that makes me think that you struck out with Bonnie a little too much recently.
Don't put Bonnie in between this. In fact, I haven't seen her for a very long time.
You were literally talking to her earlier in the bar when you went for the phone call.
Yeah, but it was just briefly. I mean, I didn't mean, I didn't, like talk privately. Intimate time, if you know what I mean. There.
Oh, your poor balls, bluer than wine, as they
It's only
say.
been
Apparently.
3-4 days. And anyway, do you want me to do this with this book or just?
No. Stop it.
I'm done. Okay. Fine. I put it. I try to do it anyway, discreetly.
Okay.
As I'm watching you.
As I mean, there's no way to do unless you can like be like, "Hey, look behind you!" Like, there's very little way you're gonna.
Oh my god, look over there!
Look, a three-headed monkey.
That's I'll put it back. I was like, okay, Logan, okay, we'll go with your plan.
You wait a couple of minutes. Logan, can you just make me a persuasion check on behalf of House Margaster to see how much weight your family hold?
Not much.
She comes back out, unlocks the desk, sits herself back down again, and goes like, and then I was like, she's saying, "If you'd like to come forward, please." I assume you like sat down and you're waiting.
Yeah, of course. I know. Go
Master
forward.
Skordar will squeeze you in. He said he don't have time for a brief appointment, but he can at least discuss your reasonings for why you need to see the archives, and then he will perhaps grant you permission to view them if he deems it necessary.
Much obliged. Thank you.
Perfect. It's just the first door on the left. If I just get you to slide in on our ledger there, and she pulls the book that she just handed up, and you can see she's like cut like one of the lines in half, and it's like put like a little X there. I'm like, just your names will be fine. Just so we have a log in case there's a fire or an evacuation, anything like that.
Logan will write his name in kind of big fancy writing and take up the whole line.
Yep.
That one. Yeah, it's right. I just have very, very small beneath him.
Like in
Like
the margins.
Like S and then surname. That's it.
S Claw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
I guess I didn't have to, go for your second plan on her. Good
Yeah,
work.
it'd be weird if we're signing in twice. Anyway, come on. Second door on the right, straight on to the no.
First door on the left.
That's what I thought. Yes, first on the left.
No, it's this one here. Not that one. It's,
Yeah, on the
it's this
left.
one.
Okay,
This one. Yeah, that's why he did this sometimes. This way. Come.
You open the door, and before you see, there's a big, like dwarven man, huge bushy beard, kind of a little salt and pepper through it. Hard bushy eyebrows, like two caterpillars perched on his above his eyes. A bald head on top, but framed with like a big ring of salt and pepper hair that kind of falls into the beard. And you see his ears poking up through, big nose, quite large, like eyes like snooker balls, like in his head, kind of like staring up at you, like red nose, red cheeks of someone who's really drunk too many hard spirits in their life. And he wears this big grey cloak. He has a grey cap that he's still putting on as you come in. And there's a symbol on the cap, like on the front. It's like almost like a newsboy cap, but it has like a big emblem on the front, like a crest of an orange pickaxe with the handle like vertically up and the blade like arching over the top. And he goes like, And before he speaks, we'll take a little break there so we can get another beverage and all that jazz. we're back. In the Guild of Stonecutters, Masons, Potters, and Tile Makers, Sullivan and Logan have just walked into the office of Master Stoneworker Skorda. This dwarven man sat before you, looks up. Come in, take a seat.
Thank you. I certainly will. And I'll sit down. Sullivan, join me.
Oh, with pleasure. Let's sit down.
My name is Master Skorda. You can call me Berholden.
Holden, it's a very powerful name that is.
Beholden.
You're Holden.
Beer. holder.
Aye.
Beard holder.
How about Master Skorda? Just stick with. Okay. I'm Logan Margaster of House Margaster.
I'm Sullivan Talbosk from Mirabar.
He thinks he's a lord.
A fellow Mirabarian, then.
Oh, wait.
Ah, really?
It actually exists.
Oh, hey.
See? Yes, my granddad was the head of the Council of the Stones in Mirabar. You must have heard of him.
I imagine I would have done. Name.
I forgot his fucking name. Yes, you must know the name. You forgot his name. You must remember the name Talbosk.
He was the head of the Council of Stones. Do you not remember his granddad's name?
I have to Google it. Yes, the name Talbosk. We're the head of the Council of the Stones in Mirabar. Pretty much dictate the price of the stones, and up north. So
Just because I also remember it is the that the surname is true, isn't it? That is the real name.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Make me a deception check, please.
Big advantage because this is my identity.
This is your identity. Yep. So you get advantage to it.
Deception, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18.
Halvosk. You going back sometime there? I suppose would be your great granddad. You being a human and all. Long before you'd be kicking right, you'd be kipper, I imagine.
Sullivan, can you translate for me? I'm not understanding Dwarvish.
Yes, obviously, it's from generation after generation after generation. I believe my granddad was the 25th of our generation, in charge of the head of the Council of the Stones in Mirabar. Obviously, it's been a while since I left home, since, tried something different. Probably even get all the business to go into my hometown when I return.
I think that the Alvosks. I don't think you've ruled in over about 140 years, give or take.
No, it definitely still in power. My granddad, my granddad is still in power in there.
It's been some time since I've been home, but I remember Raurim would be the Marquis on the Mirabar. And I believe after him, Rammer.
Well, there is a Council of the Stones, and then we have the head of the people. My granddad is one of the head.
Aye.
Yes, the dwarf. Yes, technically the dwarf was the one at the top of the pyramid, but we all pretty much the same. Think of a round table.
The Ramrim and Ramur are both human.
Yeah.
As long as I thought maybe I misremember.
Yes, they are.
I mean, you're right though. The Marchion is more a figurehead. The Circle of Stones do run things.
Yes, indeed they do. And it is indeed a very profitable way of living, my friend, I have to say.
Well, regardless, someone from familiar. But what can I do?
So, Anyway, from one, let's say, stone enthusiastic to another one, me and my colleague here are very interested about the architecture in Rotterdam. Especially, what's that tower called again, Logan? The big one, the beautiful one you saw?
Kolat Towers.
Yes, Kolat Tower.
I've adored it ever since I was a young human,
Yes.
a young boy, and yes, I've always liked it. I've always admired it. It's not quite like your guild, but you know we've got a little time to do some self-fulfillment projects, and we thought, why not get a bit of history about the city in which we live in.
Exactly. We don't have anything like that, and even not even close in Mirabar. And I was like, wow, Bloga, I wonder how they built something like this. I mean, what are the stones that hold it together? How many floors is it? What sort of structures hold this all together? It's incredible.
Exactly. Like, how would you even start? How do you plan
Yes.
something like this? What sort of things do you put in the ground? How do you protect it once it's built? All of these things.
Yes. How many rooms would you have in each floor? Everything is to keep it all together. It's fantastic.
Exactly. Staircases on the outside, staircases on the inside, staircases nowhere.
Sometimes they have some magical stuff that goes nowhere, and then and then it's like, oh my goodness, I'm here.
I mean, yeah, maybe, probably.
So you're
probably
looking
came later.
for a bit of history and a bit of inspiration, then.
Yes.
Perhaps yes. Just a bit of how is this built? Maybe a little story time. But with pictures, not a book.
Can't say I'm super familiar myself with the exact place, but if anywhere, it would be logged in our archives. All things of stone and foundation tend to end up there. The plans initially propositioned. Make me a persuasion check, please. Two of you. One can do it with advantage, or one each.
Can do one each.
It's a persuasion check, yeah?
Yeah.
19.
Seeing as it's nice to have a member of the old country around, I'll waive the fee. The archives, I'll allow you in day, but we do close just before sundown, so you'll be out before then. But you can always come back tomorrow or the day after if you don't find what you're looking for. I can't say anything that old is very well organised down there. There are stonemasons, not librarians,
Oh, wonderful. It's good. Good to know.
I mean, is there any way we could maybe have a quick look today? I mean,
Oh no, I'll let you in. We close in a couple of hours.
He just said we can go in.
But I mean, is there anyone that can help us find this? Some kind of blueprints? I don't know. Like, no, I know you're very, very busy, but
so somebody who knows their way around better than two non-masons.
I could assign you. I could assign you Grunthilda, a receptionist.
She seemed very pleasant. Does she not have receptionist duties to do?
I have a few more appointments today, but I can always keep my own ear out. I can help keep you right.
It's very conscientious of you. Sure. Let's talk to Grunthilda. What a charming name. And perhaps she can help steer us in the right direction.
All right. I'll let her know to unlock the archives for you, to give you a hand if you need it. You may find what you're looking for quick enough, but just if you do need her to help, just give her a shout.
Wonderful, thank you. We do have some other colleagues that are off doing a bit of history research stuff somewhere else. So if we don't find it today, I assume we're okay to bring them tomorrow. There's two of them, lovely lady. One of them's a lovely lady. The other one is also a woman.
Not a problem. If you still think you'd need more hands or eyes tomorrow, let Grunthilda know before you finish today. If you tell her how many people you need, I can call some of the some of the guild back from other jobs. You know, you'll have to pay them their day rate, but they'll make it quick work of it. You know, many hands. You know,
What sort of day rate are we talking?
for guild members, usually we go about 3 gold per day
Each?
each.
Ooh, okay. That's rather spicy.
It's
Wonderful.
the same price
yeah,
you
no.
pay them on a site. You know, it's.
I know. Yeah, okay, it's fair. Sure. We'll think about it. Obviously, money's, no concern of mine. But it's not that. Let's go have a look. And he'll stand up and kind of gesture towards the door for wherever the archives are.
Yep, you get up, you are kind of like going back out in the hallway, and Gunhilda kind of comes down the corridor, and she goes like, Master Skoda has told me to give you a little bit of assistance navigating the archives. They are quite vast, and she leads the end of the corridor to a door on the left, unlocks it, and you find yourself in a room with like a singular desk in the middle, and there is probably about 200 filing cabinets in this room. You see of them, maybe 25 have labels.
Where are you going to start here, Logan?
I
Okay.
recommend start left of the door and work your way around clockwise, so you don't go over the same bit twice.
I mean, maybe if you might notice, maybe know where you can find the section, the blueprints, and maybe can.
Oh no, these are
help
all
us from there.
blueprints.
All this.
Every single blueprint of the city of Waterdeep, even Castle Waterdeep, is somewhere in these files. As long as it's made of stone.
Okay.
There's lots of buildings in the city, as you can see. Some of these are actually probably demolished. The system's very
wonderful.
outdated.
Is there any benefit as we're going through this of maybe sorting them out for you? Is that a gesture that could help? Maybe carry some favor with you?
If you could, if you would put the research in, yes. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have it immediately at hand what buildings are still functional or not. But I could get the last known copy of the sending book, and we could see if they're still at least owned by the same people, and put some calls out. It might take a bit longer.
Let's have that as a maybe.
I'm sure that
it's-
Master Skodar would be very appreciative of that to help clear out the archives.
Okay, so how about this, Sully? That
Yes.
side of the room is yours. You go of the clock around, see what you can find. I will go this way, the opposite. I'll go Widdershins around this place and find what I can find. And we'll, once we
Wait a minute.
see each other again, we won't.
At least we search for everything. I mean, maybe she can help us. Maybe she can take a third of, the files. Do you mind doing that?
Not at all. Master Skodar said I was hoping to help you. I can help any way you'd like.
Okay, and how many blueprints that is in this place?
Well, each filing cabinet can house up to 300 per drawer, and each filing cabinet has 4 drawers. So you're
That's about
looking at
1,000.
it's many more than
how
that.
would-
It's about 250,000 roughly, I think, at my count.
Fuck.
What
for
if
crying
you want
out
to
loud.
get? What if you want to get the specific one? How long would that take? For a specific building.
I think it might be pure good luck. Sorry.
They used
I
to
think
be
we might just have to work
organized
through it.
by ward and by street, and then we had a fire. So we had to save what we could. But whenever they were saved quite rapidly. And then they were kind of never really the same after that fire.
Okay.
These 25 here, as you point to, like the first 25 from the left as you come in, they are organized by street and location.
And how old are these ones? Does it have a date, or is it just
These are
for
the
the
ones that have
street?
been built in the last 3 years.
So, and how long has? Fine.
I
long
think
has
we
it
just
had-
need to crack on with this, Sally. I think this is going to be a numbers game, and you know how good. I mean, I'm a gambling man, you know. Like
We are gonna stay here
I know
for.
the maths on this. I know my odds.
Logan, I think we're gonna stay here for about 10 years and not gonna find this.
No, it's shut at sundown, so we'll have to.
Yeah, so we're definitely not gonna find it. I mean, if you want to give it a go, maybe we might find it. You never know.
We'll get Gabriella and Esvile in on this tomorrow. Okay, and then once we've done it about 10 minutes, we'll get called away to something. Leave them doing the bookworm things. You know, it's paper. What more?
I don't think they're gonna want to do that for some reason. Especially when they see me and you walking away.
Okay, we'll walk away. We'll work on it. It's fine. Let's catch it and think of a plan.
I think this is. Okay, I see the map. Oh. I think this is a plan where we're not gonna get anything from it. I think we should just. I don't know.
Let's at
How-
least have a crack at it.
How about?
Come on, are you not feeling lucky, Sally? Come on.
Man, look at this, my friend. How lucky is this? We're gonna spend the rest of our lives looking for this piece of paper.
I love that
Yes,
you
not-
dodged the library and now it's just like so much
know.
worse.
If you
least
look at,
there's not- at least
just
there's
to give you
not
an
no
idea,
money
if
there.
you look at the map, I've circled the area of that image I just shared in Discord. That's like, just to give you an idea, the scale of the city that you're in.
I mean, she did say she got 25 file cabinets that's sorted by street names.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe-
buildings in the
maybe-
last 3 years. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's nothing gonna happen.
you can at least rule out those 25,
Yeah.
unless someone's made a really bad filing error.
Which is possible.
Is there? I would go. Is there any way to find something specific faster? You know, even, you know, perhaps could take some monetary exchange for it.
You can't bribe somebody who would genuinely be okay.
I'm not
with it.
saying her, my friend. This is not going to be much help. We
Yeah,
can try to find it.
There was the Blackstaff does come by sometimes when she needs things. She uses a spell to find a certain blueprints. It can be very efficient.
Oh, do you know what spell was that? We know what spell is it?
Some
I have
kind
no
of
idea
locate object spell, I think. It must be.
I
Locate
have no
blueprint,
idea.
maybe.
What spell could locate an object, but maybe it's find thing.
Find thing sounds correct. I think she yelled that actually when.
I
she
mean,
passed.
I think this is going to be one of those things where Gabriella's going to have to speak to her. Maybe she can help us find this. And if there were the reason behind.
I'll just go talk to her.
I mean, my friend, anyone except me. That's for a fact, because I don't like her. She doesn't like me. So
I think everybody's okay with that plan. Yes, not you. That's good.
okay, yeah, I think that's a good plan. I think we need to go there. Let's go and regroup with the rest of the team, and then we'll come up with a plan. Also, need to tell them what we found about our little friend in the potion shop.
Little friend. Oh shit! The tea.
Yes.
Okay, no, we were going to. Okay, hey, Grunty, we're going to take a brief leave of absence until tomorrow. We need to go circle back with some of our compatriots and let them know some interesting things we found in a book, because that sounds about right. Yeah, okay, we'll be back tomorrow. Logan is then just gonna run out of this place because he's
Okay.
realised that it's probably quite late to meet the women back at the Old Familiar, and he really wants to chat shit about Schemo.
Cool. Yeah, you bolt go until it's like, oh, okay, see you tomorrow.
Wait for me. Logan, wait.
Not that we're all alone. Oh, you're gone. Never mind. And yeah, you guys just heading back to the Old Familiar?
Yeah, get in a cab,
Okay.
and I'll offer him an extra silver to make it quick.
Yeah, he'll fucking whip that horse. he'll whip that horse good and hard and get you there in not a little bit faster than normal.
Oh, whoa. 3 silver, is it? For this one?
Yeah. Southern. Actually, it's gonna be 3 silver if you because you're going
Big
all the way
ward to
up.
north ward 2, and then +1 for the
You're all the way in the southern ward right now.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll just chuck him 5 silver.
But yeah, more than enough. Yeah, because it would have been because he would have had to take you through trade ward. Technically, you could have argued, or you could have not left the trade ward if you like stuck to the route the GPS said. Yeah, but normally 4 silver would be standard. So yeah, 5 is probably bang on. And yeah, he takes you all up the high road, back to the old familiar, and you're greeted with the familiar scents, smells, warm atmosphere inside the old familiar itself. And yeah, you probably see Gabriella and Esvele sat at a table waiting for you.
Okay. We did good shit.
That concerns me.
Pray tell.
Well, lots of fiber. No. The book. The fucking book. The letters that were in the book were not the letters that wanted to be in the book that were actually in the book.
That does make sense. Illusion.
No, I had a
does
very
that.
bad feeling about that book, and I was right.
Take a look at the book. And he'll put it down in front, and he'll just kind of like be pointing to all of his favorite bits, so that it's very difficult to actually read a full sentence. Like, look, and then the next page, schema. Honestly, he's going to move to somewhere and buy a brothel. He's the potion to point.
I feel like we're just getting like something poison, something.
Right. Logan, slow down.
So
Hold up.
pretty much, yes.
I've never
Schemo
been
is,
excited about a book
So
without
pretty much-
pictures this much.
Schemo is gonna kill all the remaining members of the Doom Raiders of Poison.
Right. Did you tell the Doom Raiders yet?
No,
No.
I have not told him yet.
Well, let's go tell the fucking Doom Raiders before you all get poisoned.
Yes. Well.
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm a member of the Doom Raider. Oh no!
Aren't you?
I'm going to get poisoned. We need to tell them straight away.
The one time you don't think about yourself, Sally. Fucking hell. Okay, right. Let's decamp.
Oh,
Go
I'm sure Yak will be thrilled to see us for a third time today. Let's.
All right, I have to say something out here since you're all together. Yagra did tell me she was suspicious. Obviously, that's why we went to find out, some kind of proof that he was, which now we find out he is against the Drone Raiders. However, she did tell me that she wanted me to get rid of him and make it look like an accident.
Well, honestly, the man is planning to poison a bunch of people. I have no qualms of getting rid of him.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So now that we're on the same page here, and he wants to kill all of the Doom Raiders, which is the Zetarim that kind of help us when he needs, and makes me part of the Doom Raiders, technically, I would like your help to come up with some kind of idea that, to...
Right.
I mean, the man brews volatile potions. Surely there's plenty that can be done to make it look like an accident.
First, I would go and warn the Doom Raiders before you drink any of the poison, though.
Exactly.
Agreed. And then we go to Schemos. If you remember, Gabriella, you were talking about the potions that he says he never has more than 4 or 6 or whatever it was at a time. And you've got some of those, right?
Yes.
Okay, take those back so that they're in the same place. Get him to be with the other ones that he was making for you, so that he's got the dangerous amount, and then something, boom.
No, I arranged to pick them up. I don't have them on me.
Oh.
So I have an excuse to come back, though.
Does anyone here brew potions or know how to brew potions? I mean, do you need... I'm assuming you need some kind of heat, some kind of combustion liquid or gas.
I imagine Bosco knows people.
Where's Bosco?
How
Bosco,
about we cross that bridge when we get there and make sure that nobody fucking dies first?
Bosco's up in his room, one of the elven barmaids says.
maybe when you speak to Yagra, she might have some kind of aid for us to, do our little mission.
Should we let people know they're about to be poisoned? Or possibly
Yes.
already poisoned?
Yes, I think we should do that immediately. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You travel music.
I go straight because I'm fucking shitting myself to be poisoned. Okay, let's go. I'll pay for the taxi. Let's go, everyone. Jump in,
The
jump in.
taxi. Do you
Yep,
see
let's go.
this?
Come here, Connie, hurry up. I'm not drinking anything until this schemo is.
And he's giving up drink.
Only for like an hour. It's
Oh,
fine.
because maybe I am already poisoned.
But not by booze.
Another 3 silver later, and you can find yourself back at the yawning portal if you so wish.
Yeah, I'll pay that. Sullivan will pay that 3 silver. Doesn't want to die again.
You're back at the yawning
Staring
portal.
at his hands, like, do I feel poisoned?
Whenever
he's
I might
looking-
change the color. Do I look a little bit green?
He's looking for the blood on his
my
hands.
tongue okay? My eyes are.
Maybe you
look as
arrive
ugly
back
as
at the
ever,
yawning
Sullivan.
portal, you see Yagra's table where she's normally sat, but you also see sat next to her a dwarven woman who you recognize to be Istrid Horn. You also recognize Zaraj, the half-orc, with a huge bow. Tashlin, Yafira, the human woman who you've seen every now and again, who's like a fighter type. And you also
Isn't she
see...
the guard captain?
She is, yeah. She's one who,
I
like,
would
does-
know. I would know that these are all. Doom
all
Raiders,
members
right?
of the Doom Raiders, yeah. And you
Okay,
also
perfect.
see sat at the table, just as Bonnie puts on a round of drinks, and he picks ones up and lifts it up, and then you just hear, "To freedom, everyone."
No, slap it out of his hand.
And you see Davil there.
Oh, devil! Oh,
slap
my
it out of
friend.
his hand. It's
He looks,
poison.
he looks
No!
gaunt. You run
I
up and
come-
slap the pipe out of his hand.
I
Yes!
come in the trays. I take the book. I slap the drink. Don't drink it. Poof.
Everywhere.
Goes
What
like
the
all
fuck
over,
are you
all over
doing,
Deville.
Sullivan?
Oh, sorry, I'm motivated. Don't, please, I'm most of your time, your precious little time that you have here. You're gonna love this, everyone. Stop drinking. Look at this. I put the book right in front of you. I was a little mission here from Yaga tasked me to, and here is the proof. Boom. That Skimo is a scumbag and wants to kill all of you. Read it.
Again, the fact that he's called Schemo really should have tipped us off of something.
Bonnie,
I said that with my foot on the desk on the chair next to me. Read it.
I know Sullivan is usually full of shit, but he does have a point this time. I can vouch for that.
Bonnie, dear, get us another round of bitter black, please.
I would say, my friend, anyone that's gonna take poison here, any clerics in here in the house, I would say don't drink anything until you read this. That's all I'm gonna say to you, Davil.
That's fine. The bitter black takes some time to pour. Bonnie, put it on my tab, please. All right. And she goes to the bar, gets a mop, a bucket,
I got
like
sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy.
4 tiles, starts wiping up all the spills, while Jordan starts pulling some more drinks. You see, it attracted a little bit of attention. Someone fucking knocking a tray out of someone's hands, like, you know,
Don't
like,
drink it.
yeah,
Oh.
like 5 pints. That's fucking like everywhere. And yeah, Davil picks the book. I'm gonna flicking through. Well.
Logan's like almost resisting the urge to point at his best friend, the favourite bit.
Poison.
Look.
Istrid, do you have that invisibility potion requested recently for the next job? I have it here. Takes it. Lifts it. Should be a potion of invisibility. Anyone want me to find out? Camera's tripping balls again, George. Don't know why.
I'm not doing anything.
Discord's fucked.
Just my eldritch horror form slowly creeping through the lens.
Istrid, you're a dwarf. You should be able to resist whatever poison's in this, I imagine. But maybe not from the one you were given. Take mine, and he produces another one that's similar bottle, but this one is labeled Davil, and hers is labeled Istrid. He hands her his. He goes, I imagine that if Schemo is trying to poison us, you'll also be more than double doses to deal with that let's call it, horse-like constitution of yours. She just like laughs a little bit and like takes it, sniffs his potion, tastes it. I mean, it looks and tastes like. Oh, give it a- she throws it back.
You're gonna kill us.
Dies.
23 on her con save. She gulps it down, and you just hear her stomach begin to gurgle. She's like, I'm gonna go be sick somewhere. And she runs out and loses her lunch. And then when she comes back in, he probably sends Zaraj to keep an eye on her. Keeps Tashlin close to himself. And Yagra as well. Well. Like little Schemo was really trying to get us up shit creek without a paddle. That would have been quite a hindrance at the end of our next job if we were all bringing up our guts.
Indeed.
Yes. Thank you, Sullivan. Yes, no problem, everyone.
I mean, it wasn't just Sullivan, but sure.
Yes, and
he can take the credit as normal.
you know what? I'm gonna say this. Me and Longer, besides all the defense, we do a very good tag team here. I
Yeah,
have to
does a
say.
good job. I'm proud of you, boys. Miss Master Devil, I have a proposition for you that you might be interested in.
Indeed.
As you can see, the other Zentrum group is an active threat to your organization, and as it so happens, we are planning a raid on their headquarters in Kolat Towers. I propose a collaboration, as I think it's in our best interest and in your best interest to eliminate this group.
Especially after this Schemo incident.
I think it is the least we can do to repay the gratitude to Sullivan for not letting his friends get murdered.
Anything for the Doom Raiders. Anything for family.
Well, this is going to be a large collaboration. There's also going to be the Order of the Gauntlet and the Grey Hands involved, but your part will not have to be disclosed to them so as to prevent any misunderstandings.
I feel like we need to be simply listed merely as mercenaries. If you advertise us as what we are, your other allies may prove to be enemies.
Exactly. Could just say
enough.
some swords for hire we've gathered
Alright,
to
we
help
can
us.
go with that. That was just a proposition to make you more comfortable, but if you're fine with posing as mercenaries, yeah, sure.
I have no problem working with them, but I do have problems of ruining all the hard work I've put in with the Open Lord.
I'm sure they will be accepting.
Oh, so I got a question. How did you get out?
That's good.
I'm very persuasive.
Fair enough. But yes, long story short, there'll be a strike team of our group, as well as 2 paladins from the Order of the Gauntlet that will teleport into Koa Towers. You are aware of the force field, correct?
To be perfectly honest, I've been out of prison for less than 45 minutes.
Well,
I don't know what Kolat Towers is.
it's been there. Fair enough. Alright, so Koa Towers, 2 towers, basically abandoned, large invisible force field around them, impenetrable without the proper magical talisman. What we are planning on is getting inside with a strike force and disabling the shield.
And possibly get into Mansion.
Yes, that's also good to say. The person who's leading this faction is Manshun. If it's the real Manshun or a person who took up his alias, that is uncertain. But he's a powerful caster, that is for sure.
But we still think that tower is the main hideout of the Dota Zentrum.
Yes, it is.
And if you disable that tower, I think there's going to be a big step to help to increase the influence of the Raimdes in Waterdeep.
I will remind you that we are of the same coin, maybe a different face of whatever it is we're facing. But the followers of whomever this is, if we can best them, likely they will become great assets to us. We run in the same circles regardless.
Well,
Let's
perhaps.
not go around killing people willy-nilly or capturing them.
Well,
I
that's
can
not
propose
what,
this.
to be
Really?
fair, that's not what they were thinking to do with you. As you know, they were going to poison you all. So
I would not
I-
paint Schema Weird Bottle's proposition with that of a common brush. I think it's fair to say most of us are inclined by gold and its persuasions.
Well, in that case, I propose this. What we need is for if you could form a perimeter around the towers to capture any of these vagabonds on your own accord. You can give them an offer they can't refuse. That's up to you. But we're looking for a specific item that one of them could possess if they try to run away. That's basically all we need from these people. You can keep them to yourselves afterwards. How does that sound?
Marvelous. I'd
What-
recommend you take Zaraj with you.
Is it right?
which one is Siraj? Is it that one there?
The one with the bow.
Up pointed in the big eye of the bow.
Because he's coming back in with Istrid now. He's probably the best assassin I know. If you're making a move on someone's life, he would be a good one to keep at your side.
I'll make arrangements then. But right, so if you form this perimeter and catch any of the fleeing Zentrum for your own uses, we only request one thing, and that is a brass ring with the initials. What were the initials? K.
M. Just M.
Just M?
And the necklace was
Oh, okay.
something else.
Well, we need. We're looking for a brass ring with the initials of M on it, probably carried by a female member of the fraction.
What purpose?
It will allow us to get to the sanctum of the leader himself and take him out.
I think I would very much like to be there for that.
Given his
Ah, but
reputation, you might
you-
not.
Also, given the fact that the tower will be blown up as soon as we confirm that it's really him, the tower is going to be blown to smithereens by the Black Staff of Waterdeep.
I imagine you have a way to escape before it has exploded.
bold of you to assume that, but I
If
think
you
we'll
don't,
think of
then you are
something.
truly suicidal.
It's more making things along the way, but yeah.
We're making steps on a plan. You know, first to get in, next to find the thing, and then next we need to figure out a way to, get out. Maybe a teleportation.
I'd go idiotic rather than suicidal.
Your
Perhaps,
allies in Force Grey and the Open Gauntlet. Can I ask how many? How strong?
For allies in Force Grey, that will be the Black Staff herself. Her only job is to teleport us inside the towers to bypass the field and destroy the towers in case that Manchun really is Manchun and not just some goon. And as for the Gauntlet, we are going to be enlisting the help of some paladins to be the member of the strike force to aid us in battle as we clean it out.
How many of them?
As we have you forming the perimeter, it would be only one or two, the most experienced.
Terrible idea.
Why would you assume so?
What do you suggest instead?
How many streets are around Kolat Towers realistically?
If you give me a moment, I can show you on a map. Maybe.
And also
She's
check on a map.
Impossibly
myself.
good at a map. She gave me directions.
Yes,
Earlier.
I'm very good at maps. But
Very, very important part of etiquette training, map reading.
I know, look, she's not proficient in survival, I think. I just can't see the map there, so I'll just quickly.
I can pop you back over if you'd like to have a look.
Please.
And I'll ping you to Kolat Towers to secure speed.
Thank you. Kolat Towers have about. It's more like a enclosed area, right? Wait, hold up.
Yeah, it's not on a main street. It's like in a quad or a courtyard at the around a lot of buildings.
One,
So
two,
There's like
three?
one entrance in and out now, or like two.
There's at least two, maybe three. Yeah, there's a couple of back
Right.
alleys and stuff as well.
There are 2 to 3 entrances. into the area itself. It's more of like an enclosed courtyard.
Right. Here's what we do. Tell the little lapdogs, Gauntlet, and the Black Staff, whatever explosion she's planning once she gets us inside, to hold fire until we're all safe. Take yourselves. Take me, a fairly powerful spellcaster. Take Istrid, a very cleric, member of the strong persuasion. Tashlin with her guard training. Zaraj with his assassin abilities. That's 4 very strong allies to have at your side who double your numbers.
There's a small issue with that. There's a limited amount we can take with us in the teleportation spell. Or is it? Or can all 4 of you go with us? Hold up.
Yes, it's the caster and 8 others.
Oh, cool. Very well then. In that case, I might ask Savra to help you form a perimeter then, and to leave you to your business.
Take us in with you. We can tell anyone, we can deal with people immediately who wish to have a second chance at life, or deal with those who don't. If they wish to have a second chance at life, we can have them wait for us somewhere, and tell them if they do leave, the Order of the Gauntlet are waiting outside to deal with them, and to wait for us to safely leave the premises as people under our wing, prisoners or whatever.
Very well, I will make the arrangements.
Just means you'll have... I'm sure the Order of the Gauntlet have many strong individuals, but this beef is more close to the chest with us.
I understand that.
And
But
you
I
can
already
rely on us.
Yeah. I've already... could you insight that, by the way?
Mhm.
I can add a D4 to that.
Trust people blindly.
So, Davil has a fairly good deception and persuasion. I'm going to roll d20 here. Okay. Yeah, seems to be telling the truth, Gabriella. You've done him a solid. You've brought him this book.
If it's a failed check, I add a D4. I'm not on the meta game if he's doing well.
You don't need to add it. It's successful. You've done him a good favor. You brought him this information, and then in turn, he's repaying that favor.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll just arrange for Sarah to form the outer perimeter on the northern side. How about that?
Yep.
Because she's already been informed, and I would prefer involving her. She has many talents after all, and this could work out. Well, we will keep you informed about the plan, and I would suggest preparing for in the next 2 to 3 days. Sooner rather than later.
Tonight we're going to go skimo hunting if you wish to join us.
Oh, yes, I would love to do that.
Oh, yes.
That does sound rather... Sure, yes.
Once his shop closes, we're going to break in and kill him in his sleep if we can.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to the make it look like an accident? But she just gone out of the window now.
See, Yagra looks at you and goes like, just widens her eyes a bit and goes like, sorry about what?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry. Everything's good.
I think it would perhaps take a little less... It'd take a bit of heat away from us, potentially. Less of an investigation, if it looked like an accident. He seems like a fairly careless fellow, with all of his potions and concoctions. The last thing we need is somebody official nipping around. I think that's what Sullivan meant, isn't that right?
Yes.
Make a
Yes.
deception check, Sullivan and Logan, to help cover. Davak narrows his eyes. Fair enough. We could always organize something like that, I suppose. Not looking to send
I
a
mean,
message to anyone. We're going to be knocking the door down the next day anyway.
What I don't want is for us to break in there, make a lot of noise, a lot of mess, and then, the others enter and start suspecting. Or
If I-
start suspecting.
Yes, I was about to say maybe we could wait with this after we do that?
I think we need to. They think they need to get rid of Eskimo as soon as possible. They know if he's literally almost tried to kill all of them here. When he realized that the potion didn't work, then he
perhaps, but I would suggest at least making it not like make him disappear, make it look as he left, so it at least leaves some room for confusion.
Maybe we could, kind of, hold him while he's asleep, and then just force these potions down his throat and say, "Oh, it's an accident. He drank all the potions asleep," and make it, put the poison against the cobra.
I think I'll leave all that up to you. That's not really my cup of tea.
Regardless, we're going hunting at sundown. If you'd like to meet.
Yes.
I think I'll pass. Not real my cup.
Don't expect any less.
Let's suppose we break into the shop and kill him. What are you gonna do with the shop? Are you gonna burn the shop down after? Then make it look like an accident, like some kind of explosion. Maybe his equipment exploded down the basement. I don't know.
Potentially, or simply clean it up and take him with us. Small enough to carry.
Ah, of course.
He does make a lot of noise, though. So I don't know where you're planning on keeping him.
Sometimes I forget this is the line of work of the Doom Maiders. I'm sure you'll be able to clean, make things sparkly clean after.
Yes.
With no. It's good to know if we need that kind of assistance in the future. Okay, well, I'm down to do some schemo hunting.
Feel free to.
Sundown, we will be waiting at Black Cat Way, at the back of the hospice of St. Lapson.
Let's imagine we're getting a cab. Where should we get a cab to? I'm not good with directions, and I want to be in on this.
Simply the hospice of St. Lapson, and then just go around the corner, I guess.
Cool. Noted. Yep. Alright. Sundown. I can wait. Yep.
Nice. Please continue, sir.
Oh no, I was just ruminating to oneself. What should we do in the meantime? Do you want another pint? I could get another.
Bonnie's only just finished cleaning the mess, got back to the bar, brought down of the 8 pints of this black ale with like a frothy white top, this bitter that Davil's ordered.
I mean, he did say it was just the portions. Maybe it was exaggerating about things.
I think it might have been a bit of an exaggeration to suggest that, he's got access to all of the booze supply, even the things that look like it lines roads. Seriously,
Yeah.
What is that? Bitter.
Do you know what? I'll have one. Take one for the tray.
Davil takes it. Tashlin, Zaraj, Tash, and Istrid all take them. Clink your tankards together in the middle. If any of you want to clink your tankards in, you can.
Yeah. I just have to say, Davil, it's great to have you back with us.
Good to be back.
Could I, before we do this, just as everybody's prepping, just do a quick scan of the room, or of the group, to see if there's anybody that's feeling a bit like their own plan isn't quite going to plan. Maybe somebody that's in league with Schemo.
Insight check.
Oh, like a traitor.
Oh yeah!
There's definitely a
Everyone's an enemy!
Logan?
They're all suspicious.
There are a bunch of criminals, notorious, liars. It could be any of them.
Could be all of them.
You do notice that Yagra already has a drink. That's probably the only thing you pick out. To be nursing the same pint since everyone got here. But then again, that's not like the other character for her. She only buys a drink and makes it last as long as possible.
I will get my pint, and what I'm aiming to do is, as those two clink glasses, as Davil and Yagra clink glasses, I want to bump my drink into Davil's so that some of his spills over into hers.
Okay. Yeah, make me a sleight of hand check. Let's just see how adeptly you can force that collision.
I'll do the sleight of hand check. Let's just assume that I pass, right?
Yeah.
That's actually not too bad.
You clink the glass together with like half of like yours goes up, as does some of Davil's, as does some of hers. They all kind of like land each other's, and like they all kind of like laugh and like just still like gulp it down. Like she doesn't have any moment of hesitation.
We do. No, never mind. Wrong song.
You
Title
think
song.
if the tankards were glass and not pewter, they probably would have smashed to the force. You fucking bashed into them. There's definitely some horrible poison
Fucking-
pewter going down someone's throat right now, but nothing urgent.
I like the fact that the first tankers were glass that smashed and then they came back with pewter ones just in case.
Cool. He's going to pretend to take a sip of his, like, you know, smush it into his face, but not actually drink.
Pour it down
Pop
your
it down,
chin.
like, yeah, like, right, come on, let's go.
Well, thank you again for the meeting, and we will keep you informed about the plan as it progresses.
Indeed. Odd. And you guys
Yes, you-
have stand up and go if you'd like, or
I'm gonna hustle Gabriella out with me to get a moment's peace, just to so that we're out of earshot of people.
yeah. I mean, the only post busy enough. If you only got out of earshot of these people in particular, or like everyone, you'll need to leave the tavern probably to get a peace enough to not be overheard.
Only leave the tavern.
Sure. The Sullivan, Asvele, anything in particular you're doing?
I'll probably just spend some time down there speaking to the bunny.
Sure.
Apologize for dropping the beer all over here.
And she's like, it's fine. Happens a lot. Asvele, anything in particular?
Just head out.
Sure thing. Before you kind of catch up with your sister and Logan, what is it you'd like to say, or do you want to?
I mean, I'm happy for Esvile to hear it as well, but I'm going to be like, so, I noticed some rather odd behaviour back there. I have a feeling we may be deeper into this. I don't trust any of them. I have a feeling that all of them are in league with all of the others. Especially Yagra. I think she's the ringleader of all of the others.
First of all, sorry to eavesdrop, you're not meant to trust any of them. They're all criminals.
Okay, but like, there's trust and then there's trust, right?
What I understood from Davil and from in my experience, I think that it is in his best interest to keep to his word. If he was lying, I didn't pick it up, and I was
Okay,
trying to leave.
So, Davil, fair enough. Okay, he's probably fine. All of the others, dodgy as fuck.
Indeed,
And
but
what's inspiring this lack of trust?
I guess I'm just a bit nervous to drink anything now, because everything could be compromised, and I'm already feeling thirsty with the anxiety of not being able to drink anything, and honestly, I think I might be spiraling.
Here, she pulls out a hip flask. Have a drink. That's not poison.
No, never accept drinks from people. That's been open. Anything could have, anyone could have, there could have been anywhere.
No, it is fresh, unopened, brought straight from the store.
Which store? Did you see them make it? No, you don't know.
Oh, I did actually. It's a custom one. They make custom hip flasks, and they.
Insight check. I'm going to do mine with disadvantage because I'm expecting the worst from everyone. No. You.
What if you just
A too brutey.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
What if you just
You know-
drank from the Great Harbor? Someone couldn't poison the whole thing.
Yeah, it's probably a good shout.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've pissed in that.
I'm not saying it's clean. I'm saying it's probably not poisoned.
To be fair, Logan's piss is
Okay.
probably poisonous.
Honestly, some of the nights out I've had, definitely poison. Just fucking go straight. No, you're getting me at ease.
Alright.
I think I just need some personal time.
Sure. Feel free to.
I'm finding myself. I'm in fucking half plate. It's very warm in here. I've just been in a pub. The heat is getting a lot. We were crowded. How many people fit around one table? There was like 10 people.
12, yeah. But
It's so warm. No.
Couple of fish
if
together.
it calms you, I believe Davil has enough respect and capability to keep his people in check. And even if he doesn't, we've overcame crazy odds before. We survived the fight in the Xanathar arena. We fought through a goddamn mansion siege. I think if things go to shit, we'll manage as always, somehow.
Okay. You do make a good point that we have somehow, almost inexplicably, made it through several life-threatening situations
Many.
over the course of
12 days.
a 10-day, maybe 2 of them. It's been quite the time. Okay, right. Right, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm still not drinking anything, but I'm fine.
Maybe
That's
you could-
disappointing. I was hoping you'd get more hysterical so I could slap you.
I mean, you could try to slap me, but it won't work. I'll enjoy
What
it.
do you mean it won't work?
Hurt me all you want. I might enjoy it. You don't know. That'll be worse for you than me.
He has a point.
Alright, okay. Okay, I'm good.
Glad to hear.
I need to drain the dragon. I got
Me
nervous.
too, what?
Drain the dragon. I need to use the gentleman's washroom facilities. I'm gonna head back inside so I can go outside to the outhouse and take care of business.
Oh well.
Where's Sullivan?
I think he's chatting up with Bonnie, as per usual.
Downstairs,
Okay,
buddy.
alright. I'll meet you there. You go find him. Have a laugh at him. I'll go use the outhouse and we'll reconvene there.
I'm actually downstairs trying to get Bonnie to the back room, have like a good time. Try to
Much
convince
like
her.
you were trying earlier when Davil interrupted you and basically was like, like stop shooting the tracks. Just make me either a stealth check or persuasion check.
I'll do
Well, that
a
will
stealth
turn it.
check. 23. Yeah,
You like drag Bonnie and like sneak her off shift to she's off like at a table upstairs for a little bit, and
a little VIP area, a little area just like closed off today. It's
yeah,
like,
it's a broom cupboard, always closed off to the public, and you do whatever you need to do. And while Sullivan's doing the dirty in a closet, that's where we're gonna stop for the day. Thanks for joining us. Have a lovely evening. Take it easy.
Bye.